Hello everyone, I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this July 2nd, 2022. It's brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors and WSR Insurance Services Incorporated. Well, here we are staring down a new month, and we're really getting ourselves into the swing now of the summer season. As we take a look at what's ahead for the next week, that North American monsoon will continue to bring thunderstorms to parts of the west, especially the southwest. Parts of Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico will have the best chances of the rain, although some of those thunderstorms did get late this past week, a bit further north into Wyoming and western Nebraska, and we will see some of that streak a little more to the north, as that monsoon is off to an early and strong start. Warm temperatures are going to dominate over the next week. This will be especially true late in the week. In the Intermountain West and the Western High Plains, we need to be ready for some heat late next week and next weekend. The latest Drought Monitor continues to show lots and lots of drought, but there have been improvements over the last week. Most notably, we have this improvement here in the New Mexico area, parts of southwest Colorado and far eastern Arizona. Parts of Montana up here have seen some improvement. Now we've got this little pocket here in northeast Colorado, parts of western Nebraska and southeastern Wyoming that have really missed out on a lot of the rain during the month of June, and drought conditions there have worsened a little bit. But we've got more green than yellow in the west. Now over the last week, you can see why we've seen those changes. With the heavier rains in New Mexico and into parts of southwest Colorado, look at Arizona. Look at all of Arizona picking up some rain over the last 7 days and some showers and thunderstorms up into those northern areas. We continue to watch this area right here, which has been drier and may continue to be dry going forward as we get deeper into the summer season. The precipitation anomaly, all that green shows where the heavier rains have fallen. The brown areas show where precipitation over the last week has fallen short of average, although this map does not show the heavier rains that fell over parts of eastern Wyoming and western Nebraska late this past week. This all due to the summertime monsoon flow of moisture out of Mexico and Central America into the southwestern United States. And really, this is an idealized graphic showing what usually happens. And this is exactly what's going on. The high is about here right now, and the clockwise airflow around that high brings up the moisture, and the lows off the west coast that usually form this time of year, helping them bring that along. And you get this ring of thunderstorms that begin to form around that high pressure ridge. And this is what we're going to see here over the next 7 to 10 days. And boy, you can see it. Here is the water vapor satellite imagery from late this past week, and you can see that arch, just like what you're seeing there. You see it on the satellite imagery with the center of the high, this orange and red area here showing warm, dry air over Oklahoma and parts of Texas while the moisture is rotating around it. And that is bringing the shower and thunderstorm activity around this ring of fire we caught. As we look ahead, this is what we're going to see this weekend. With that high in the southern plains, the green arrow represents that subtropical moisture coming in. We're going to have thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast of East Texas and elsewhere along the Gulf Coast, while thunderstorms and warm temperatures moving to the Rockies in the western United States. But temperatures are going to be very close to where they should be this time of year. So hopefully some of you will get these afternoon thunderstorms to bring you some rain for your pastures. This will be especially true the further south and west you are. Now going out further, we do see the high pressure ridge in the southern plains going back west, centered over Colorado by next Friday. This is going to bring some heat into the region. It's also going to misdirect the subtropical moisture first westward before it rotates around the high up here by late next week and next weekend. So the ring of fire and thunderstorms will be pushed further west into the Great Basin, even the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies, while the Central and Southern Rockies may experience a period of some hot temperatures late next week and next weekend, although we do expect the high to retreat back to the east a week later, bringing relief from the heat to the west a little bit further out from now. Taking a look at the next 7 days of precipitation, there's that ring of thunderstorms and showers that arches from the southwest United States into the Corn Belt, and then part of those northern areas getting into the action as well. Notice the lack of precipitation over Oklahoma and Texas where that high is centered, and this is going to be a continued area of concern going forward in the coming weeks. You can see the heat relative to average is centered right here in the same areas, while the western high plains And parts of the Intermountain West will be warmer relative to the 30-year averages over the next week, while temperatures along the West Coast and the Pacific Northwest will actually be cooler than average. Our next update will be the 9th. Have a great week ahead, everybody.